We're still waiting for the Las Vegas Raiders to please stand up. So far this year, we've only seen them for a quarter. Of course, I'm talking about that fourth quarter in Baltimore against the Ravens. I'm not sure the real Raiders standing up right now is possible with all the injuries they have. On offense, right tackle Thayer Munford, receiver Devontae Adams, and tight end Michael Mayer were out. On defense, linebacker Divine Diablo and edge rusher Max Crosby were out. The big blows were obviously Crosby on the defense and Adams from the offense. That's just the way it goes in the NFL, though. No one feels sorry for you, and you got to win with what you have. As shaky as it was, the Raiders were able to do that, and in the process, we were able to find out quite a bit about the team. The biggest thing I'm going to say we found out is the Raider defense is better when safety Isaiah Pola-Mao is in the lineup. I thank him for making me right about making the team when he signed as an undrafted free agent in 2022. I also thank him for making me right about eventually becoming a starter. I understand that it came due to an injury to Marcus Epps, but I think you can see he's not giving that spot back. He could be used interchangeably with fellow safety Trayvon Merritt because he's a do-it-all safety, as he put it on display Sunday. On the day, he had 6 tackles, 1 for a loss, a pass defense, a sack, a quarterback hit, and he was good man coverage on tight ends. Epps is a little short to cover tight ends, so it was Merrick or an automatic catch for tight ends before. Now we'll see Merrick back deep a little more often. Pola-Mao is also tackling well, something neither Epps nor Merrick until Sunday were doing very well. I can't help but say Pola-Mao reminded me of his uncle Troy Polamalu. Sometimes it seems like there are 8 of them out there with all the different ways he can affect the game. The Raiders need to get tight end Brock Bowers the ball, especially when Devontae Adams is out of the lineup. Yeah, he dropped a pass that could have went for a big play early in the game, but you have to keep going to a guy like that. He's that big of a matchup nightmare. Remember when the offense got going in Baltimore late in the game? That's because of Adams and Bowers. The offense moves when those two get the ball, so isn't it best to make Bowers your number 1 receiver when Adams is out? I like what the Raiders did early in the game, running concepts that made the defense have to choose between Bowers and speedster Trey Tucker. They didn't keep it going, though. I like Jakobi Meyers, but he's not Adams, so it's absolutely unacceptable for Bowers to get 3 targets in a game that Meyers got 10 in. I don't have as many complaints as a lot of Raider fans have about offense according to Luke Getsy, but this is one of them. He needs to get Bowers the ball more. The offense is better when he does. He should be the second man on the totem pole as far as targets in the passing game go, and third isn't close. We've been waiting to see 2024 second-round pick Jackson Powers Johnson for a long time now. We saw what he did at Oregon, so there was a lot of excitement over him. But unfortunately, he didn't have a training camp due to an injury he suffered during the Raiders' offseason program. Therefore, we didn't know for sure what he would be in the NFL. We finally saw him in Week 3, and he didn't look too bad for someone under the circumstances he was under. Then in Week 4, from where I was sitting, he looked like the truth. He immediately made the offensive line better. The Raiders didn't total 152 yards rushing in their first 3 games, but they racked up 152 yards in Week 4. Powers is good in pass protection, too. Pass protection as a whole for the Raiders still needs improvement, but it was better. One thing that we have to absolutely love about him as Raider fans is he plays on the borderline of the rulebook. Head coach Antonio Pierce was warned about how rough and physical he was playing, but he didn't get a personal foul flag. It's nice to know that he's the same guy he was at Oregon. Okay, this one is more of a question. Will the real Colt Miller please stand up? I'm not sure we're going to see that Colt Miller anytime soon because whatever his injury is in his shoulder, he's not anywhere close to being back to 100%. That isn't the real question I'm asking, by the way. Miller's already given up 6 sacks through the first 4 games this year, and he only gave up 4 in each of his last 3 seasons. He's on pace to threaten his personal worst season of giving up 16 sacks as a rookie, and while many of you were calling him a bust, it was because he was playing on a knee he shouldn't have been playing on. So the question I'm asking is it time to sit Miller to save him from himself? Something's clearly wrong with him. He's just trying to help the team, but why risk the shoulder when he's not effective right now? Thayer Munford did a good job in his stead last year, but will he be available? If he is, DJ Glaze is doing a good job in his stead at right tackle right now. If not, maybe the Raiders should give Andrus Peat a shot. Before you scoff at that, Miller's on pace to give up 18.5 sacks. Edge rusher Charles Snowden was pretty good on Sunday, coming through at the end of the game with a sack to seal it. I can't say he's someone we know about yet, though. I need to see more. He had a half a sack going into Week 4 and got a sack Sunday on the opposing team's third-string tackle, so we'll see. Linebacker Robert Spillane had another great game with 11 tackles, 1 for a loss and a sack. We already knew about him though. Polamalu has always made plays with the limited opportunities he's had, so to me, his first start confirmed what I've always believed. Bowers really does need more targets. Powers is the same physically dominant guard he was in college, and Miller may need to sit. That's what we know now. Thank you for watching. See you next time.